Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about the one principle, the one quote that I stand by, which is that social media killed romance. Now, I have come up with 14 points to prove it, some counter arguments and counter arguments to those counter arguments, and more. This video is unscripted. I just have a list of things that I'm going to talk about, so don't expect perfect language and don't expect there to be just like no stutters, no stuff like that. And I am sorry if my speech sounds weird. I got my braces off. I have a plastic plate in the roof of my mouth. My tongue sometimes hits it, and it makes my speech sound a little bit weird, like my S sounds like this now. Uh, Hopefully it doesn't distract you too much, and let's just get into it. So, point number one: why social media killed romance. Cheating culture and cheating in general has become normalized. Uh, Nowadays, there are many people on the internet, people in real life talk about them having rosters, which just means that they have multiple girls that they talk to simultaneously, and then they can just pick one of those. Or if relationship with one of them fails, they have a bunch of girls that they have kept in contact with before for a long time, and then they can just take a new one, and that's stupid. And another thing is that uh, being able to have super easy, quick connection through social media. There's no longer the need to just like organize stuff like this, and cheating and micro cheating is so much easier through social media. You can DM people, you can keep people uh in close to you very easily without actually anybody knowing of it, and that is obviously bad. Because I think that once you're in a relationship with someone, you should dedicate. And even before you're in a relationship, if you have feelings towards someone, you should definitely dedicate to that person instead of thinking of options. You should be dedicating to someone. And then there's obviously that people try to make say stuff that, oh yeah, this is just a talking stage, this is a situationship, this is this. It's no longer just, oh, you like someone, you go for them, you are in a relationship or you're single. No, now it's you like someone, maybe, that's not even certain. You just maybe start talking to someone without any feelings just because you want somebody, and then it's considered a talking stage, which is like not a relationship yet, but it's like a relationship, but you just talk. There's no physical stuff. But even I think it should not be that the physical stuff defines the relationship. I more so think that it's how you act with the person that defines if it's a relationship, and what's your feelings towards the person. That's the most important part. I don't think, well, it can officially be a relationship if you say that, oh yeah, this is a relationship. But I think when it goes to the point that you deeply care for each other and love each other, that's a relationship. Physical stuff, whether it's physical or not, that doesn't define it being a relationship. That's very important. And then point number two, validation addiction. And what I often see is that people oftentimes try to maybe have relationship just so they can be validated, because they see online that people have relationships. They see that, oh yeah, these things are being told to these people by these people, and then the people are going to be like, oh yeah, I want to feel that. I want to have the experience this same validation that they are experiencing. So they try to get in a relationship, and but it oftentimes just becomes that there's no genuine affection. There's no like the external validation from everybody else around you. Like you are in a relationship and people are gonna be like, oh yeah, great. That validation by others is competing with the validation between you and your partner, which should be the most important part, that you are validating your girlfriend, your or boyfriend, or whatever, your partner. You're just like, oh yeah, I love this person loves me. That should be the most important part. But people have started also thinking way too much if others, other people outside you are gonna be fine with that relationship. This is because in a lot on social media, certain kinds of people are hated, and people who are with those kinds of people are thus experiencing some of that hate. Which is, if you love the person, it's a risk that you should definitely be willing to take. You should definitely, if you love the person truly, you don't care what others think of you being with that person, no matter what kind of person they are. Obviously, if they are objectively a bad person, if they, this is an extreme example, but if they try to murder you, obviously you're not going to want to be with that person even if you love them, because they try to murder you. That's bad for you. But let's just say that you are, what's a good example, uh you like a overweight person, and you're scared that people are going to go like, oh, why are you dating this person, they're ugly, you deserve better. But in truth, it just should be that, oh yeah, I love this person, I'm gonna date them no matter what they look like, what they are. I don't give a fuck about your opinion on this. That's how it should be. And people often choose that short ego boost that they get from having a good looking partner and being validated by others, even if that relationship is incredibly bad, over the what could be a great relationship, long term connection that they might get from the person that would not be such socially accepted by others. And obviously people have types that having certain preferences in a partner is completely fine. But then again, you shouldn't be, if you have preferences, if you say that, oh yeah, you don't want to date a person who is short, you shouldn't be around say go around and say to other people that they shouldn't date someone who's short, because in the end it shouldn't be up, or that you wouldn't date someone with a certain personality trait. Let's say you wouldn't date an introvert, but someone else dates an introvert. You shouldn't go to them saying, oh yeah, you shouldn't date this guy or girl or whatever, they're an introvert. It shouldn't matter. All that should matter is that you love the person and they love you. Now, point number 3, gamification of love. So a lot of dating apps and apps that aren't even intended as dating apps sort of gamify dating and love. They, let's take your average dating app, Tinder, for example. Uh, there's infinite amount of options, and all you have to do is, it's a game. You swipe to a direction. I'm not sure how the app works, so don't judge me, but I think it's just you swipe in a direction depending on if you like the person or not, and then that person may also have, how does it work? So I think the app sort of checks like the what kind of person both of you are, and it's like, oh yeah, you matched with this person, and but then you're completely capable of just throwing other people away, and this doesn't work good for love, because I think that when it's real love, you find the person, maybe not unexpectedly, maybe you find them unexpectedly, maybe you find them because you wanted to find them or something, and you just happen to both love each other and be fine. But when you have a sort of dating app where you can just see a list of traits of the person, first of all, that doesn't obviously show you the full picture, especially because people aren't really writing in depth, they aren't writing their bad sides there. You just kind of see, oh yeah, this person has these traits. Good. Wait, good or not good? It's just like, go away or maybe. instead of what it should be. You meet a person in real life and you get to know each other, and then you're like, yeah, and then you maybe slowly get feelings for the person, or you already had those feelings. But I feel like the quickness and the quick judgment without any emotional attachment to people, no depth, and like people often try to make their profiles look as good as they can. They try to be better than what they truly are to get more attraction on those apps. That just kind of ruins the point that's in real life, that you are fully comfortable with each other. You can be yourself fully and love the other person no matter what. I feel like this sort of gamification makes it seem like, because you go like, oh, there's infinite options, there's surely some better than this. But then again, you might just miss out. Point number 4: creating rules for romance that don't make any sense. Why are people trying to create rules for love, rules for feelings? They are human feelings, and they can't really be um, regulated. It's just like, oh yeah, I may happen to get feelings towards this person. Person A starts to like person B, and then person A is going to try and do anything he can, or she can, or they can, to get the attention, to get with person B. And people are gonna be like, oh yeah, well, if this doesn't happen in this amount of time, then this isn't like this. It's hard to explain, really, but one popular example is the 3-1 rule, which, by the way, is inconsistent. Some people perceive it as, how was it? If uh, like, there's 2 main variants of the rule online, which neither don't make sense, because you can't really put rules in this kind of stuff, because every person is different. Every person's experiences are gonna be different, and they should not even be similar, because we are not machines. We are not copies of each other that replicate the same things that others did. We are our own people, and that's what we need to keep in mind. But the Dreamer rule, so some interpretations, it's if the other person in the relationship hasn't said that they love you in 3 months, then you should leave them. I mean, that's 3 months is actually a really short time. Some people just don't feel comfortable saying that they love someone, really. I actually, when I had a girlfriend, I said it quite a little. Actually, I mean, I did say it over text, but in real life, barely. And the other interpretation of the rule is that how was it, that you shouldn't say that you love the other person unless it's been 3 or more months, because you can't truly know if you do love them unless it's been X amount of time, which is 3 months in this rule. That's a stupid fucking rule. Listen, why? First of all, both interpretations of the rule contradict each other. Nowhere on the internet is there like which version is the correct version. And some people say they love someone at different times. Some people might only say it at marriage, maybe. Some people might say it on the first date. Well, those were quite extreme examples. For me, it took like 2 weeks ish. It took 2 weeks, yeah. Or no, it actually took 4 days. 4 days of dating, 2 weeks of actively doing stuff together. But that's out of the point. Nonetheless, that's just one rule. There's also like, oh yeah, don't double text. That makes you seem desperate. What the fuck? Of course, I'm going to try and show my love towards the other person. It's like, there's the thing that you should be nonchalant. Girls like it if you are avoidant and then suddenly come in, send a lot of flirty texts, and then disappear again. They're gonna go crazy. No. If I love someone, I am going to, and I think you should too. If you love someone, if I love someone, if anyone loves anyone, you should show